Arg, morning time pirates, how are ye? I am here. I actually walked the puppy today and took the shower and made my breakfast, but didn't have time to eat it. So we are, we'll be doing that next. And I think I'm just going to read today. I need to get some reading done. I need a break between one project before I have to start the next one. And so I think I'm just going to clear my brain and just read. I mean, I have other things to do, but I mean, I'm not going to be editing today. So I need the free. I just have an author tell me they didn't get the invoice that I sent 3, 4 days ago. So I don't know why they didn't go through. So I need to check and see what's up with that. There's always one more thing to do when you run your own business, for the record, in case you're wondering. Don't know why that didn't work. What is happening? Yeah, it says it sent. Core payment. Payment reminder. I'll send a payment reminder and see if that works. What? Nope. It did something weird when I did that. Okay, so I don't want to do that. Is there a resend button? Cora, leave the cat alone. I don't have time for your nonsense. Go on. We walked today. We got home and she had the zoomies. She was running around like crazy. Oh, let me refresh. Soho might be freaking out for no apparent reason. So, how are y'all this morning? Are you ready to get some work done? Are you having a fun time? There we go. Reminders. Send email. Let's see. Let me know if you get this one. And we'll see if that works. Sorry, I am so distracted right now when I just got the message. Cora, do you need to go nane? Come on, you want to go nane? Come on. You're going to go nane. No, then leave the cat alone. No, we walked, we did long walk. No, go on. Go see daddy. I don't know why she's being so needy. That would explain because I have like 3 invoices that haven't been paid and usually the authors pay them right away. That would explain why they weren't paid if they didn't get them. That would explain it. It would all make sense now. That's really weird. All right, sorry. So distracted with the work. I should not have like checked my messages before I sat down. I could have checked them during the first sprint, but no, I checked them first. So I'm distracted now. So I'm so sorry. I'm back. Hi. Hello. Are Is that in character? Who do we have today? We have Zwank. Good morning, Zwank. Pirates, happy Bacon Lovers Day, happy World Hawaiian Pizza Day, and happy Lemonade Day. Cora, I swear to God. I'll be right back.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Okay.
Apparently, it's Obnoxious Puppy Day, too.
Oh, my.
I walked her today. We went our whole mile and a half. I don't know what the problem is. All right. And Lindsay says, I'm here while I work and listen to the Elsewhere Express by Samantha Soto-Yambao. Interesting. The Elsewhere Express. And Swank says, Hola, Lindsay. And Lindsay says, hi, Swank and everyone else. And how are you this morning, Alicia?
I got sleep.
Yay, sleep.
So now I want to do all of the things today.
Nice. I went through Donna's bingo boards last night because I figured I'm not going to do a vlog with my TBR next week. Because I haven't even started the other one. I finished the trope one, which will go up today, by the way. Later today, the trope will go up. But I have not finished the failed TBR one that I drew for August.
Right.
And I will probably not even start those books because I still have my entire TBR to do. So I'm like, that's fine. I'll just do it next month. That one's not a, it's not a deal breaker thing, right? And so, but I need to do something for that slot. So I thought it'd be fun to pull those things from the Donna 72-hour or 72-day challenge, right? Except I
Right.
went through all the bingo board stuff, and a bunch of it is just not stuff that I do, or not stuff that I want to take time of what I have so limited of to do.
Right.
So I love the idea. So I think I need to make a bingo board that is specific to things that are more me.
Right.
Right? Like I can put cross stitch on there. Cross stitch isn't even on there, right? I can put the take the dog to the park. Do you know what I mean? Like there are different things that, and some of them I'm definitely keeping, like read outside was really cool. All kinds of other things that are on there. So I think I'm going to put them. I can put reading stuff on there. I mean, it is for the, book channel, but it needs to be things I could easily squeeze my TBR in. So it'd be more things like read outside, read with, she has reads with a pet or a stuffed animal on there. I'm like, that's perfect. I could read with Cora curled up, right? Or let's
Right.
face it, maybe a cat, because I don't know. Cora doesn't seem to settle. So you know what I mean? Things like that. So some of the things she has in there are freaking amazing. And then I also want to do it with like Velcro so I can put that up on the board when I get them done.
Right.
When I do them. And then I want to, if I make a bingo, because I'll pull them out of a hat. So I have no idea if I'm going to make a bingo or not, right? And so I'll keep this board to do whenever I don't have a trope video. Because that's a read extra 4 books. You know what I mean? So only when I have time kind of thing. So for
Right.
the every time I make a bingo, I want to give myself a prize. So I'm trying to figure out what that is. So if y'all have any ideas, let me know. And I don't want it to be buy books because I already have that with my other game, right? So it needs to be something else. So let me know. I was thinking like, go to a bookstore I haven't been to before, or go to a library I haven't been to before, go to a cafe I haven't been to before and read, things like that. Like, I'm open to ideas. So let me know. Lauren says, good morning, ladies. Good morning, Lauren. Good to see you. Zwing says, aloha, Lauren. Allie says, hello, Kelly in chat. Reading A Stitch in Time by Kelly Armstrong. 16% in. Ooh, on to the next book. Zwink says, konnichiwa, Allie. And Jen is here. Well, hello, Jen. It's always nice to see your face. Good morning, pirates. I hope all is well. I tweaked my back again. Oh, no. And in quite a bit of pain. So working remote today. I am so sorry.
Oh, no.
Yeah, back pain is some of the worst. And Livia says, hi, Kelly. Wait, good afternoon, Livia. Jen says, I may sneak in pages of Yellowface too. I'm having a great time with it. Yeah, Yellowface was fine for me because it was just like, yeah, that's how it works. Yep. Yeah. Like it just felt like conversation I've had with other authors of friends of mine. It was very real. I mean, she was definitely speaking from experience with that book. I like how you never know what R.F. Kuang is going to write, which is why I think it's hilarious she's so popular, because usually that's not how it works.
Right.
So I love it. I think just Babel hit so hard that people are like, oh, I love her. And then so many of them have not liked any of her books after that. And I think it's funny because to me, Babel was fine.
I haven't read any of her stuff yet.
I've read 3
to.
now. I love the way she writes. So I'm in. I'm going to read the Taipei story too. And Chris is here. Good morning, Chris. I'm thinking about you.
Why? What happened?
That's up to Chris to share. Chris says, morning, everyone. I'm going to try and work on some books. I am in the middle of starting in Norse Mythology by Kelsey A. Fuller Schaefer. I am on page 145 of 240. So that's like nonfiction Norse mythology? Ooh. And Olivia says, hi, Zwank, Lindsay, Lauren, Allie, and Jen. And Olivia says, hi, Chris. And Chris says, I also, well, no, go back. I don't know why it does that. I mean, I know, but I don't. Because it goes farther.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, I understand they're set at the bottom, so it skips a bit to the bottom, but it goes way farther than that.
Mm.
I also want to thank you all for being such a good community. My mom has been sick and she passed last night. So there she is. You all have made it a little bit easier and made me feel far less alone. Yeah, Chris, I'm thinking about you. I'm so sorry. I remember. It hasn't been that long.
All of the hugs. Yeah.
All of the hugs. All of the hugs. But we're here. We're here to make you think about something else.
Yep.
Because I can't be right there with you, unfortunately. That's the sad part about having friends online and not being able to actually be there. So we are here for you. So,
Yep.
Spank says hi to Olivia and Chris. Oh, sorry, that was translated. I don't know if she said hi. She didn't. She said ciao. And Olivia says, sending you all the love, Chris. And Spank says, see, I got to translate to make sure to see what she's actually saying. Bonjour, Jen. And Allie says, Privet, Swank. Hello, Lindsay, Lauren, Jen, Livia, and Chris. And Swank says Chris and gives Chris hugs and hearts.
But it translates to rat.
It does. Why does it translate to rat?
Well, I don't understand. That's horrible.
I don't understand. What evs? So if you want to be amused, just have YouTube translate things for you.
I don't know.
And we're so afraid of AI. Look, someday it'll get scary, but right now it's just pathetic. Olivia says, hi, Alicia. Ren says, hello, everyone. Good afternoon, Ren. Paula says, hello, Kelly, Alicia, and chat, hugging the like button. It's good to see you, Paula. Thank you for dropping by. Ren says, listening to Sisters Vanguard and getting studying done. Excellent. You know, I read the book. I didn't listen to it. How's the audio? Olivia says, hi, Ren. And Allie sends hugs to Chris.
Which
Ren
also
says, hey,
translated
Olivia.
it to rat.
Right?
What is this?
I don't know. Why does it think Chris and then it changes it to rat? What language would that even be?
I don't know. I wish it could tell us.
Right? Tell us what language you think this is in. Lindsay says, I just collected some books I'd ordered from the library, so I now have 5 library books out, and none are on my August TBR, which I've not yet finished. I feel you so badly. I read all these other books, and my 3 library books are on my TBR, and I haven't read them yet. So I need to work on that today. I'm going to finish Cookie Kingdom, and then I need to work on the winners. Obviously, it's almost 700 pages. I'm not going to finish it today, but I need to make a big dent in it. Because starting on Monday, I'm switching to Dragon whether I'm done with it or not. So I'd really like to be done with it. And after that, my books are pretty small, right? There's not a whole there. That is the biggest one. So if I can conquer that one, I can work through the next ones really fast. What? Okay. All right. You know, right now, Chris, I think that YouTube Translate is just trying to make us laugh. Because Wank says Jumbo, Ren and Paula. But it's translated to Ren and Paula's brother-in-law.
What the hell? That doesn't make any sense.
First, Ren and Paula, do you have the same brother-in-law? Or is it Ren? And Ren is hanging out with Paula's brother-in-law. Is there something we don't know? Like, have they been spying on you guys? I know you're on different continents, but still. Well, actually, I don't. I have no idea if Paula has a brother-in-law, and if so, what continent he lives on.
Right?
Paula says, I also got sleep, but my body is decided to keep waking me up with acid reflux. Yay! Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We had to put our bed is at a slant because Zepha was having such bad acid reflux. Mm-hmm. So it's actually at a slant, so it keeps the acid down. And Ren says, hey, Zwank. Lindsay says, I finished God of Dragons last night. It's really good, but I struggled to keep hold of that many threads of story in my head. I love that, Lindsay. That's true. There was a lot, but he did wrap them up, and I give him props for that. How many times do we end a book and we're like, wait, what? Even my second book in my fantasy, I was like, okay, I left a little threads. I probably need to go back and revisit that. So he wrapped them all up, man. You got to give him credit. He tied them in nice, pretty little bows. You should watch the discussion on that one. It's really good. But I'm glad you finished it. I'm glad you liked it. Support indie. Who? Yep. Allie says, sending you all the love. And Paula says, hey, Livia, Swank, Ren, Allie, Chris, Jen, and Lindsay. Ren says, hey, Paula. And Lauren says, I'm having a rough day that carried over from yesterday. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. I pulled a claim and we have to work linked claims. There's 110 linked claims. Holy moly. Somebody was pulling a scam, weren't they? I mean, it's like problem solving, though. I mean, come on, Lauren, you got this. Up for the challenge. Zwank says, treat yourself to a roll of washi tape or sheet of stickers, a pretty journal if you make bingo. Oh, that would be fun too, right? Journal's too much though, so I'm trying for something.
Stick with the washi tape or stickers.
Yeah, a little more. Or maybe not just that, but maybe like a new artist. Like get stickers from a new artist that I haven't got one before. That could be fun.
There you go.
Maybe if y'all send me some ideas, I'll put all of those in a hat too. When I get a bingo, I'll actually pull one out and I'll do that one.
There you go.
So I like that one. So if we change it to like, get stickers or washi tape or both from a new artist, then I think that would be a cool bingo reward. I have so many of them bookmarked from that stationery thing. Now I'm still watching videos and I'm like, oh no, I have that one. Oh, I haven't seen that one yet because there were hundreds there. So it's really cool to see the samples of the art. I'm like, oh, I like that one. And some of them I'm like, nope. And I don't care about the pens because I don't do calligraphy or anything, right? So I don't use fountain pens, right? Isn't that what they're called? Fountain pens, right, Kevin? The fancy ones. What? Fountain pens, the ones we fill with ink and they're all fancy with the little nibs. Yeah. See, I need a break. I'm just going to read today. Reading last night felt so good. I was able to go to sleep. I was able, right? So I'm like, you know what? That's what I'm doing today. I need.
How was your ice cream?
Delicious. It was a butter pecan.
Ooh.
So that was yummy. No, Kitty. No. I know the dog was getting you, but I also locked her up. So now be gone.
You're fine.
Yeah, you're fine. Let's see. Go back. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know why it's scrolling even worse today. And Lauren says, I've already worked on it for 9.5 hours. Oh my gosh. And I'm probably going to have another day or so. Wow. Are you just finding more and more that are connected? Is that what's happening? Molly says, it's morning, whether I like it or not. Hi, all. Why, good morning, Molly. I hope you slept well. You were so responsible going to bed on time. I was so proud of you. I'm like, I need to go to bed on time too. And Charles has joined us. Good morning, Charles. It's morning, or nope, top of the morning, pirates. He's an Irish pirate.
Arg.
Arr. I can't do arg in an Irish accent. Paula says, I'm reading, listening to Hate Me, Take Me by Laura Bishop. Is that a dark romance? And Paula says, hey, Molly and Charles. Lauren says, I'm so sorry for your loss. My prayers are with you and your family. I know it's a hard time. Just know she's always with you. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Paula says, Chris, my heart goes out to you. And Molly says, oh, Chris, words cannot express the sadness I feel for you. I want to comfort you, and yet I know there is no comfort at this time. Yeah, that's the hard part. That is the hard part. And Zwank says, Guten Morgen, Molly and Charles. And Zwank laughs at Rat. I know, right? It's like, what are you doing, translations? And Ali says, hello, Ren. Charles says, trying a new schedule for the household, following sprints through the day, and this is on the list. Ready for some productivity. Yay! Well, welcome. We'd love to see you every day. That's why your son is going to join us, right? That would be great.
Ooh.
Tell him he is welcome to say hello if he would like.
Yes.
And Lindsay says, I'm sorry for your loss. Yeah, even if I don't write in the morning, I have to say this really starts off my whole day. I really like doing the morning thing. It's like having the effect that coffee doesn't have on me, this has on me. If I feel lazy and don't feel like getting up, I get up anyway, right? Like this, it really has helped.
I have to be here.
I have to be here. Charles, yep, got that. Lindsay says, I'm sorry for your loss, Chris. And Molly says, glad you're here, Charles. And Ren says, hey, Allie. And Ren says, and hugs for you, Chris. And Livia says, hi, Charles and Molly. Lauren says, I can't stop laughing at these translations. You ladies are making me laugh so hard. Hey, no credit, man. That's all YouTube.
Yep. That is all YouTube.
That's all YouTube. Allie says, oh no, Paula, that's not good. Yeah, no, it's not good. Swing says, I'm laughing so hard too. Yeah, it's funny, man. Paula says, LOL, I do have a brother-in-law. Funny translation. Charles says, Guten Morgen, Zwank. Hey, didn't translate that. What the heck? Also, Molly, Paula, and everyone else, my eyeballs can't read yet until the coffee settles in. Yeah, I did.
There.
Before I could see quite enough, I was trying to do the connections, and it was a mistake because I thought I put things together. I'm like, oh, well then, okay, it doesn't say only one, so these three cannot be, any three in here, they can't be together, right? And so it has to be a 2 and a 2. And so I'm like, or a 1 1 1 1, but one or another, it's not a 3 and a 1, right? So I was like, I cannot put 3 of these things together anymore. But I was wrong. I didn't guess that one. So yeah, I should probably wait until I'm more awake before playing connections. Ren says, wait, let me type something weird. Tell me the translation, but not crazy weird. Of course.
What?
Red, it didn't translate it at all. It just left it up there. It just left it. It's no. Okay. All right. All right, YouTube.
Translation is broken.
It just left the letters.
She broke it.
Yeah. No, that's funny. That's funny.
Now I have to Google that and see what it says.
Is that Dutch? Because I cannot.
Maybe.
It's not quite German. Oh, that's so funny. Lindsay says, Krissa is rat in Czech. Just Googled it. Oh, interesting. So it's just assuming they left out the A and just changed it to rat. I don't know. There can't be any rats at Chris's. Have you seen all the cats that they have? Those cats would take that rat down or make it a friend. I don't know. One or the other. Ren says the message above says, don't shake the chicken.
That's what it's supposed to say?
Why did Google not, or why did the YouTube not translate that? I want to know what it thinks it is. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
When I put it into Google Translate, it says it's from Afrikaans. And to English, it says don't overdo it.
Well, don't shake the chicken. So that's what it means literally, right? So that's what the saying means.
Gotcha.
Right? Like when we say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, we're not talking about apples, right? So it told you what the saying meant. That's the literal. Ren gave us the literal translation.
Don't overdo it.
And it's Afrikaans. How funny. It looks so much like Dutch. Actually, I guess it's not that funny, come to think of it.
At least that's what Google said.
Let's see. And Allie says, I have to keep my pillows propped up to keep the acid reflux down and keep my medication working. See, that's Zepha. Like I said, he actually got lifts and they're underneath the bed on the two, by the headboard so that it lifts up like that. It took some getting used to, but now I'm completely used to it.
You're like, I'm good.
Allie says, hi, Molly, and Charles. Livia says, I'm going to focus on planning and my journals today, and I'm about to buy new ones. Oh, I do need to. When I finish Crooked Kingdom, I might work a little bit more on my personal curriculum because I almost have it all organized, but then I had to drop everything to finish the other projects. So I want to go back and get that all organized because I'd like to put some of that personal curriculum stuff on that bingo board, right? And Zwank says, shake that chicken. Is that how you get popcorn chicken? Shake the chicken over a fire. There you go. Popcorn chicken. I love that.
Little pieces are just going to go pop.
That's right. Look, we're way better energy today. So, I mean, I don't know what was going on yesterday. Except poor Lauren. Lauren was all energy today. And now Lauren's like, I'm so sorry, Lauren. We're here for you. You were here for us yesterday. We're here for you today.
Yep.
Lauren says, so I have to read every document on every one of the 110 claims. I have to sort through. There's different stages of the claim process that they're in. And then I have to write my note. Ugh. Then
Jesus.
I have to go back and process them for each of the stages that they're wrapping and attach documents and some letters for each one. Oh my gosh. I am so
That's
sorry.
very involved.
That is. I mean, all I ever do is say, hey, I didn't do that. And then the bank takes care of it. So now we're getting a little glimpse of what the bank has to take care of. That's a lot. I'm sorry, man.
It is.
Lindsay says, Lauren, is there a team who works on linked claims where there is a large number together? Sometimes claims link for spurious reasons. Good point. Lauren says they ended up putting you on a special project to do it because we want to make sure they're all worked correctly and not have multiple people doing different things. Oh, that makes sense. So basically it is a team. I gotcha. Lauren says, as of yesterday, I already have 34 hours worked for the week. I'll probably be at 46 by today. Ugh, yuck. No, thank you. No wonder they gave you 5 weeks off because they're working you extra and extra and extra and extra.
But she's getting that overtime.
Lauren says, I mean, if she's on salary, she is not.
Oh.
Sure. And considering how much overtime they make her work, she probably is on salary. Love you. That's why they put you on salary, so they can work you harder. Don't think it's a privilege. Lauren says it's for a travel agent that the hotel canceled the reservation work before the trip, and it's customers that paid them already. It's a nightmare. Oh no. So it was even legit. It's just the hotel's being a dick. Oh, that's even harder. I'm so sorry, man.
Womp womp.
Lindsay says, ooh, that makes sense. Hopefully it's easier now on the project. Now you're on the project, yeah. Chris says, thanks for all the love. You all have no idea how much watching these sprints, both when I was watching them back and now live, have helped me get through the last few months. I'm glad you're here live so we can actually talk to you so that you know we're thinking about you. And Sue has joined us. Good morning, Sue. Good morning, everyone, Sue says. And Ren says, so YouTube gets lazy when it's time to actual work. That's what I got from that too, Ren. I'm like, dude, you could actually translate this. And it was like, nah, I'm going to translate chow instead. And people's names that don't need translation.
Right.
Chris says, they would take it down. They are good little mouse catchers. Oh, they would take it down. See, there would be no rat over there. And before we brought Rocky in, he even caught a bird. Oh, I had to run outside and get him to let it go. It flew off, so hopefully it was okay.
Oh no.
I mean, that is the sad thing when they talk about when you have feral cats in an area, the bird population goes way down. So that is the sad part about feral cats. So we appreciate you bringing the kitty in. Both my kitties are also indoor cats. And Ren says, yes, it's Afrikaans. And yes, it's a saying. I love that. And yep, it's basically saying, don't push it. I love that. I love that. Learn something new.
Nice.
I love it. Sue says, sending hugs to Chris. Ellie says, I have 4 bed raises also under the bed.
Yeah, so she raised her bed up.
Yeah, but all 4 doesn't help. Is it slanted? It's not about being raised, right? It's about being slanted for the acid. That's why we only have 2. So it's just slanted, the 2.
Oh, I don't know that.
It's not raised. Raised doesn't help with the acid reflux. It has to be slanted so that your head is above your feet. Lauren says, no, I still have a lot of energy today. Oh, good. I don't know where it's coming from, but let me tell you, I'm like even more motivated to get the I'm going to say she probably meant to say crap. The crap finished so I can like kind of take a fresh breath. Yeah, I can understand that. That's what I did when I was done with the edit, right? Now I got to start another one. And when I finish that one, you know what I do? I breathe again. Like it's really nice. I do like finishing a project. It's very satisfying.
Maybe that was her way of saying shit, and then she realized she couldn't say it, so then she said crap. She just left the S.
Maybe, or maybe the, whatever the dictation was like, oh no, crap's a bad word. I'm going to put a different one in here. Because the text to voice to text will do that. It wouldn't let me say, fuck. I was like, come on, man. I'm an adult. Let me say it.
Always changes it to duck for me.
Yeah, I don't even remember what it changed it now. It wasn't duck, though. It was something else. Like in the actual, voice to. Ren said, Afrikaans is basically Dutch and German smashed together with some made-up words in between. Also, I thought it would have been the easiest language to translate. Apparently not. I mean, it didn't even try. It came out with brother-in-law out of nowhere. You would think it would have at least tried.
Well, and when I put it into Google Translate, at first it thought it was Italian, and then I clicked on the little button that said Afrikaans, and then it like actually translated it, and I was like, huh. Interesting.
What, you mean all of our software isn't prepared to for Afrikaans? Who knew? There's no bias in the system. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Lauren says, I work for one of the lords. One of the lords? Who's your god, Lauren? Just thinks in the country. What? And I'm a senior claims analyst. That one did not work. And that wasn't, we can't blame YouTube. That's the voice to text. So I deal with debit card fraud and non-fraud, and I have tons of overtime. So much. Swank says, Lauren, just think about all the overtime. See, that's what Swank said too. And Lauren says, salary here. Yep, see? Yeah, that's what I thought. I would say there's no way. The companies do not want to pay that kind of overtime, so they will put you on salary.
Yeah.
Every hour counts, every minute counts, and I'll be counting down to these to go on a cruise. It will definitely be earned. Oh, I love it. Ali says, good morning, Sue. Swank says, these sprints make me get up every morning. I'm glad. Me too. Me too. Chris says, being here live has become a huge part of my routine and getting my day started. Weekends are weird without them, right? If I don't have somewhere to go on the weekend, like this weekend, we'll be moving my daughter, so I'll be busy. So if I'm like at home, I'm like,
what am I doing? That's why I at least have the Saturday morning momentum on Saturday, and then I have my sprints on Sunday, so I'm good.
your sprints are way too late on Sunday.
So, well, true. But if they don't do a Saturday morning momentum, then I'm just going, what do I do? I feel like I'm missing something.
There's something weird here. Zwank says, hola, Sue. Okay, that they translate. Come on.
Right?
Paula says, hi, Sue. And Chris says, oh, I know. We had a feral colony on accident that we took care of for years. Most of my kitties came from there, which is how I ended up with so many. Yep, I get it. Allie says, the pillows are doing most of the bed raising. I have 4 for storage purposes. Oh, I gotcha. And Paula says, I have 2 pillows, but I also have a hiatal hernia, so it builds up. Yes, that's a whole different issue. And Lauren says, I work for one of the largest banks in the country. Ah, that makes more sense. I was going to say, I'm sure this has something to do with bank. I couldn't tell what it was. I got you. I got you. Lauren says, no salary. God, my voice text sucks today. I get paid for every minute. Oh, no, she does get paid for every minute. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's very interesting because that I've actually never seen that before.
Yeah.
Sue says, heck, the banks around the Wood Forest around here, it's like a smaller bank. They're only like 4 states or something. They don't pay anyone. Everyone's on salary, so they can work your ass off. And Sue says, hi, Allie, Zwank, and Paula. Ren says, who's your god? Lauren was actually so hilarious, right? That's what I really want to know. I don't care about the bank. Come on, Lauren.
What does this have to do with it?
Olivia says, hi, Sue. And Cherie has joined us. Hello, Cherie. Just in time. We're about to do our first sprint. Hey, good morning, everyone. Listening to Catch a Sinner and getting some work done. Excellent. And Lauren says, Ren, my God is Kelly and Alicia every morning. Oh, do not give us so much credit, please.
That'll go straight to my head. Don't say that.
No, we're more like your morning talk show hosts.
Yes.
And y'all, all of you are callers. You're caller-ins. First caller. And Olivia says, hi, Cherie. Ren says, hi, Cherie. How are you liking To Catch a Sinner? I recently added it to my TBR. And Allie says, I have a hiatal hernia too, Paul. I was going to say, I think Allie's taking medicine for that. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe the lifting won't help so much, Allie. And Sue says, hi, Livia. And Swank says, howdy, Cherie. And on that note, we're finally going to hit our first sprint.
You know,
I will be muted so I can eat breakfast. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to take your name suggestion, and I realized that he is no bigger than my Pinky.
Are you going to call him Pinky?
No, I could, but I was going to call him Koi.
I love Koi. I just love it because he's got big eyes. He's the right color. The way he moves is more like a fish than a dragon, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I think Koi is the perfect name. Look at his big old eyeballs. He's so cute. He's so cute.
He also reminds me of like, not Valcor. I mean, he kind of does, but those little, what is it? The book by Maurice Sendak, Where the Wild Things Are. His face.
He's not scary enough. He just has big eyeballs.
I know. But he's so cute.
He's so cute.
He's so tiny too. I can pull him up by his tail.
Get him housebroken quick before he gets bigger.
I know, right? For those that you don't know, my husband came back from South Dakota yesterday and he bought a bunch of these 3D printed articulated toys, and this is the
So
one I
cute.
got.
So
Can I find it? Oh, yes, I can. He has a chameleon. Here's the chameleon.
Aww.
Aren't they cute?
They're so cute.
He was like, I got this one. I got you a dragon. He's like, I tried to find you a blue one. I was like, no, he's cool.
No, he's perfect.
So, but he said they were like $3.
That
He
makes
said he
sense.
could have bought like a pack of 10. And I was just like, you should have.
Yeah. I mean,
He
that's
has
about
12 things
it's
now.
about 12 cents of product, so it makes sense. But
Mhm.
those are really cute. I haven't seen those designs for, so let's hope that they're actually designing them themselves. Then that's even cooler. When they're just downloading designs, I'm like, I'm not buying that. But when they make their own, that's really cool.
I don't know if they were or not. He said he found them in one of the airport things, and he said it was literally like almost like an Amazon box,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just filled with tons of these things. And he said it took him forever to find one like this.
A dragon. Aww.
So they're all kinds.
Awesome. All right. Let us hit our first sprint quick, and then I will see y'all in 30.
Breakfast.
And there was our first sprint. I got my news taken care of, breakfast eaten, and I'm almost done with my email. How did you do, Alicia?
I ate breakfast and went through my email, and then I started collecting all of my notebooks so that I could figure out like if they have certain names. Like this one is the Tree of Life, apparently. So, but
I love Tree of Lives.
I wanted to assign them my intentions for them.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Because I have this one, and I have this one, and I have these ones. So I'm trying to be intentional with them. So I'm trying to figure out what they are, and then I can kind of correlate what I want to use them for. Because not only do I have a bunch of the Ty Fossey ones, but I also have my Archer and Olives. So intention
to use them.
Exactly.
I love it. I love it. Makes me so happy. Intentional does make a huge difference because we can't win all the time, but we can at least strive in that direction. You know, we can at least walk that way.
Exactly. And I figure if I can figure out what I'm going to use them for, then I can start setting them up.
Yes, also true.
So,
and that's the fun part.
I know. And I found all my.
That's been my fun part. Also, prep. Let's see. I don't know. Did Vanessa make it? Yes. Yep. And so Vanessa made it. So you should get your show and tell. So let me catch up on chat when we get to Vanessa. Remember
which one?
The toaster.
The toaster. I mean, he's sitting right here on the desk. Oh my gosh.
All right, let's see how chat did. We got Cherie in.
Hello, hello.
And that's where we were at the end. Lauren says, let me tell you, the days that I have to work in the office, I miss you ladies so much. You make my day so much better. Aw, thank you, Lauren. Y'all make our day better too. And Paula says, oh no, Allie, I feel for you. Yes, they are hernia sisters. This is not exactly something that people want to share. But then again, if you're not the only one suffering from something, that does at least make it, you know what I mean? I'm gonna say it makes it
tolerable.
Better. It makes it, it's not just me. You know, it's just me. Pain is the worst pain. So it's not just me. It makes it a little easier to deal with. And Allie says, hi, Cherie. And Paula says, so cute. Hi, Koi. Yeah, see, Koi is a perfect name for a little dragon.
In case you were just joining.
Look at Koi.
Can I balance him?
Oh, he's so cute.
Koi.
I love Koi.
He's a 3D printed articulated thingy-majig.
And Charles says, talk show host. Or we were joking that Alicia and I are the morning talk show host. You know, when we used to listen to the radio.
Yep.
Or those grumpy old critics on the Muppets. Well, it depends on the day, Charles. It depends on the day.
Offended. I would not be one of those.
Really? Have you seen your face when there's a noise outside? I don't know. I think you could totally do it, Alicia.
Okay, maybe with the noises, but I don't know. Their commentary is not my style.
Ellie says, it sucks. Hoping the medication they gave me will shrink the hernia. Don't safely medically qualify for the surgery. Ugh, so frustrating. And Zwank says, cute. And Zwank laughs with Charles. And Allie says, cute. And Livia says, so cute. Everyone loves Koi.
He's adorable.
And Vanessa waves and says, morning, pirates. Arg. Kind of tired today, but at least got more sleep. I like it. I like it. So we do have Vanessa here. Why don't you go ahead and show off? Because I actually no one in chat, unless they were with us last night at Morning Time Pirates, has seen it.
Yeah. So
or not 100 pages. I mean.
Yeah. So yesterday I decided for whatever reason I needed to put together a Lego. The one I showed off yesterday was I completed my Halloween skull. very pirate-ish with his gold tooth, but he's got a candle on his head. And then there's like a spirit web and a potion bottle. Very cute, very Halloween. So, and I built the car yesterday. Or not yesterday, but that was part of my show and tell. So then I decided to build him. Kelly calls him a toaster, but
Shaped like a toaster.
it's not shaped like a toaster.
And with the ghost coming out, it looks like it's like, I'm sorry, man's toaster.
And the ghost does glow in the dark, but the pumpkin, if you press his stem, lights up. It's so cool.
Oh, it's so cute. I want to go buy it for my friend. She loves Legos. She has an entire Christmas village she puts together every single year. That's all Legos.
I have some Christmas Lego. I do not take them apart. Like literally, they're hiding in the bathroom library, like under the sink.
I love it.
So I don't have to take them apart.
I love it. And Jean says, good morning, Kelly and Alicia. At 34% of the Zahara, I am loving the freakiness of the book. I love that. And good morning, Jean. And Ashley has joined us. Why, hello, Ashley. Haven't seen you in a bit. How have you been? And Zwank says, ciao, Vanessa and Ashley. And Lauren says, I've got a lot done. I'm almost at the point of just writing out my notes, and then I can start processing these claims. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. You can see it, Lauren. It's right there.
You got this.
Chris says, I'm now on page 175 of 240 of Norse mythology. Ooh, did you learn anything cool? Ren says, made it to 10% in my book. And Allie says, I got to 21% in A Stitch of Time. It's really good if you like a romantasy mixed with ghost and time travel. Oh, interesting. Charles says, so far so good on the first sprint. Got some dishes put away, some recycling managed, and the dogs watered. Excellent. My plants out front, they finally started to adjust to the ground and everything, and one of them has beautiful little purple flowers on it now. I'm so excited.
Ooh.
Swank says, cool skull, right?
I know. Lego be coming out with everything.
I love it. Allie says, morning, Vanessa. Also kind of tired, but did get more sleep last night. Ooh, I like it.
We switched. A lot of us were energized yesterday, and you and I were like tired. Now we're energized and they're tired.
Mind you, I was more tired when I woke up this morning, but I got enough sleep that it wore off, if that makes sense. And I still have puppy in her kennel, so I'll let her out next break. It's been so peaceful though. I don't know why she's so hyper today. She's gonna have to adjust with Benny not being here.
I got to go on a walk.
Yeah, but I mean that happens all the time, right? And it's not like it had been days and I took her. And she wasn't this hyper yesterday when I didn't take her. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I mean, dogs have hormones too, so she just might be having a morning.
That's true. Very true.
Like after our walk, I water the plants. So she doesn't like that part because I put her back inside and then I go out in the front and water the plants. And she sits in the window going, are you freaking kidding me? What are you doing outside without me? But I can't like hold her on the leash while I'm doing it because that's just, I'm sorry, I'm just not doing it. And I can't just like let her walk with me because I can't trust her and there's a street right there. So you know what I mean? So I'm like, sorry, dude, you're going to have to look at me from the window.
She's like, but Mom.
Mm-hmm. And Swank says, the great pumpkin.
It's the great pumpkin, Charlie Brown. I love that.
I do too. Lauren says, oh my God, he is adorable. Right? And Charles says, don't be so offended, Alicia. Those guys are hilarious. See, the Muppets are hilarious.
I know they're hilarious. I just don't think I'm that old yet, okay?
It's translating Vanessa's, oh my God, cute pumpkin to cute punk. That's more like autocorrect. That's more autocorrect than it is because she said pumpkin, right? Like a cute little name for pumpkin. Oh. And so it changed it to punk, but that's more autocorrect than translate. Come on, dude. And Allie says, cool skull and pumpkin. And Lindsay says, I love the pumpkin. Hubby is going to 3D print me some Halloween decorations. Oh, that'll be fun.
Ooh.
Chris says, I have my Christmas Legos in a cupboard in my spare room. Oh, I love that. All put together? You got to put them together every year. And Molly says, just finished another arc. This one from Book Sirens. It's called Saltwater Secrets, and I loved it. 5 out of 5 stars. Oh, that's awesome. I remember that title. It's a great title. I'm assuming it's mermaids.
I should so.
Right? Vanessa says, ciao, Zwank. Morning, Allie. Hi, Charles and Lauren and Chris. And Zwank says, well, I got shit sleep last night, running on adrenaline and coffee. I mean, sometimes it's just what it takes, right? Right?
Aw.
Chris says, I am hearing about names I've never heard of before. Each chapter has an illustration before it, and they are really cool. I love when they're illustrated. That's so fun.
Nice.
Swank says, yay, Molly. And Vanessa says, oof, I'm sorry, Swank. And Vanessa says, oh, I missed the skull. Uh-oh, Vanessa missed the skull. Grab the skull real quick. Real quick.
There you go. Here's your skull. Look now.
quick. Look at the gold. I just love the gold tooth. Cracks
I
me up.
know, right? He's very pirate-ish. He's got
I know.
He's got things all over.
Christine is not here. You okay for now?
Okay, yeah. I was like, if Christine's here, don't look.
Don't look.
And I like that the candle looks like it's melting down his head.
I love it. Yeah, if you do
like,
it just from one
what?
side, it looks like he's wearing a headband. If you just do the side where it's melting, it's a headband.
Yeah. That's cool.
It's really cute. He should be our mascot.
Can be.
Ashley says, I am doing okay. Work has been rough, so that's why I have been MIA lately. Definitely need a break here soon. Oh, Ashley, I'm so sorry. Well, I hope you get your break. Vanessa says, I mean, cute punk works too, right? It does. It does.
Yeah.
Vanessa says, I bet that pumpkin is pretty sassy.
Never know.
Right? And Chris says, I don't take my Legos apart. I love it. You know, I might get my son Legos again because now he has his own house, because he was always frustrated here because either Jenna would break the Lego or the cats would knock it off his shelf. And so now at his house, you know, well, first of all, Jenna's older. She wouldn't break it anymore. And he has no animals. So maybe I'll get him a cute Lego for Christmas. He might like that.
There you go.
Like he's a kid again. Chris says, the cats, however, have knocked some on the floor to take them apart for me. Oh, that's very handy. See, like I said, now I see why they're in the cabinet, right? That's why my son was like, because he can't, for his brain, he can't put all that work in and then it be destroyed. Then he just can't handle it. So he's like, I'm just not doing that anymore.
I've always, like, I guess my cats are just weird because, like, I put things together and they don't mess with it.
Well, they don't mess with it, but like if it's on a shelf, they want to climb on that shelf to sit on there. Then they'll push anything off that shelf so they can sit on the shelf. So, yeah.
No.
We don't really have any shelves. So the books, and yeah, my one cat will sometimes knock, Brady will sometimes knock those books off.
Well, the cats have their own shelves because we did some catification. So there's shelves up there they can walk across, and it actually connects. It goes up the wall by the front door. It goes up and around. And then there's a little bridge above the doorway to go from this side of the wall, and then they can go on top of the kitchen.
So cute. I don't love my cats that much.
Isis is the only one that goes up there.
You get a kitten, and the kitten's going to be all about that.
I know.
Yeah, Chris says, the cats, however, have knocked some on the floor to take them apart for me. I will eventually put them back together. Yeah, I feel that. Swank says, I see a map in a book and I run away. Swank's like, not for me, not for me. Oh. And Vanessa says, oh my God, I love the candle on the skull's head. It's so cute, right? It's super cute. It's super cute. All right, so we are ready for our second sprint. And I will finish my email and then I will finish our Crooked Kingdom because I'm almost done. And Vanessa says, I love that Alicia has a whole upper town for the cats, right? I mean, that's pretty awesome. I'm just not that cool of a mom.
I had to do something because they were.
I think that's fabulous. No, it's very kind of you. I'm not that kind. We put the ladder. If we have the ladder out and haven't put it up, the cats like to climb to the top of the ladder and sit on it. They want it. You know what I mean? I'm like,
it would be there.
Yep, they would. All right, here we go. Second sprint. And there was our second sprint. I finished my emails and I have like 10 pages left to finish Crooked Kingdom. How'd you do, Alicia?
I finished figuring out what my notebooks are going to be, although I still kind of need to figure out two, but they're the B5s, and I need to figure out what I'm going to do with this one. Because this is a B6.
Mhm.
This one is a B5. It's quite the difference. So I'm like, well, I know what I can do with these, the bigger ones, but what do you do with a tiny one?
I don't know. I mean, my planner is just the A5, which is pretty small.
I know. And I was even comparing that to this
Yeah,
one.
see, it's a little shorter. I could probably do my planner in that. Just my daily stuff I have to do.
Maybe. I don't know. So I have to figure out what I'm going to do because this is only 112, 160 GSM pages. So it's really cute on the front, but I just don't know what I'm going to do with her. Because it's tiny. It's got a little cat.
It's very cute. I like the kitty one.
So I got to figure out what I'm going to do with it. Maybe I'll just make lists in it of some sort, or I want it to be something though because I'm going to keep it. So it's not like I'm going to use it.
It could be recipes. As you try new recipes and you're like, oh, I like that, then you can add it to that.
Maybe make a list of recipes. That could be.
You can rate the recipes like you would rate a book.
Oh, there you go. That's an idea. So I got to figure out what to do with that. But I also got to page 524 in Crooked Kingdom. So what, like?
Isn't that it? Is there 526?
536. So yeah.
Oh, 536. Oh, I lied. I have 20
pages. 11
left,
pages.
Yeah, because I'm on 517. So sorry, I have 20 pages left. I thought it was 524 was the page count.
No, it's 536. So yeah, 10-ish pages. And then I'll have my second book of the month done.
Yay!
I've got so many others to read.
I feel that pain. I mean, not pain. I feel that challenge.
Yes. I think I'm going to read Lore Olympus next, purely because it's a graphic novel.
It's
and
quick.
I can read it quickly.
That's right. Cross it off.
And then I'll feel a little bit more motivated to continue. And I could probably get my nonfiction done because that's also small.
Yeah, but nonfiction takes forever.
I don't know.
That was a memoir, right? Memoir isn't as bad, I guess.
No.
I prefer to listen to my memoirs, especially if they're told by the actual person. But I guess you listen and read all of them, so it's the same for you.
We're gonna see what she has to say, though. So, because it's We Should All Be Millionaires. We'll see what she has to say. It's only 242. Ouch. So in theory, if I read 100 pages a day, that's 2 days.
Is that a memoir or self-help? I couldn't tell.
It's finance.
Oh.
It's a woman's guide to earning more, building wealth, and gaining economic power. I don't know. We'll see.
I think the first stages don't have kids, so sorry, we already fucked up. All right. Let's see. Let us see where we were in chat and how everyone did. Vanessa says, I love that Alicia has the whole upper town for the cats. And I'm also not that cool of a mom. Yeah, I'm not. I'm definitely not. I'm with you, Vanessa. No way. Sorry. Deal with it, kitties.
It was my husband's idea, actually.
Aww. And Alicia put the link for the pumpkin Lego and the Halloween skull if anyone else wants to get in on that.
Yes.
And Vanessa says, managed to clip 3 of Basement Cat's claws. Ooh, you got 3 of them? That's pretty good. Toby will be patient while Jenna does it, but Brady, I don't know how we're going to do his. They need to be done too. I don't know. We might have to like wrap him in a towel like you do a bird before you do their beak. We might have to wrap him because I can't imagine. Brady's not going to sit still while we clip his claws.
Do you know how I get Ralphie's?
Mm-mm.
I get him while he's asleep. And he wakes up and he's like,
Aw.
"What's going on?" And I'm just like, "Hold still, buddy."
Almost done.
Almost done. And then I go,
Toby.
"Cha, you're done. Go be free."
Yeah, Toby's a good boy. He does it, but Brady, no way. And Brady's not a tight. I mean, I seriously, Brady, sleeping's not going to work. He wakes up. He wakes up if we breathe close to him. He's too nervous of a cat.
Ah,
Megan says, "Hi, Kelly and Alicia. I'm reading Little Monsters by Marais Rocher." Nice. Why, good morning, Megan. Do you like it? Is it fun? Pearl says, "Hello." Why, hello, Pearl. How are you? Slow
hello.
start for me today. Why is this week so tiring, right? That was yesterday. I'm actually feeling much better today.
Yes.
So I'm feeling much
I got sleep.
better. Right? Vanessa says, "Pearl." And Chris says, "I got to page 206 out of 240. Allie says, "I got to 24% in a stitch in time." And hello, Pearl. Jen says, "Still here. Lots of tasky things today. Took meds and took a stretch break." Oh, I didn't take my meds.
Very nice.
Thank you for reminding me, Jen. I need to take my meds. Pearl and Plot Twist says, "Hi there, Allie." Sue says, "I was working on my daily jigsaw puzzle and listening to Good Omens." Ooh, nice. Ren says, "Made it to 23%. Oh, moving right along." Pearl says, "Hi there, Vanessa." Vanessa says, "Hi, Ren." Zwank says, "Hello, Pearl." And howdy, Megan. Pearl says, "Hi there, Zwank." Lauren says, "That's not necessarily true. I don't have kids and I'm in debt, but my dad is also from traveling." I mean, if you're going to get in debt, I don't see, I would think traveling would be the way to go. I'm just not that worried about it because this is it. This is all I'm living and I'm going to freaking live. So
I'm determined to not be like my parents. My parents, when I was growing up, we didn't have much and we always were moving because of the military. And then when my parents divorced, they, my mom had to work like 2 or 3 jobs to make ends meet. And I swore and vowed to myself that I would never be like that. So I've got that part going. And then my dad, I listened to him and his financial woes of how he's oh so old and he's still paying on things and he shouldn't be. And I'm like, well, then stop buying stuff. So I just go, yep, not going to be like my parents. We're going to break the cycle.
I broke lots of cycles with my parents, but not money. So money is money.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. And Chris says, "When I finish Norse mythology today, likely in the last sprint, that will be the 35th book I finished in August." Nicely done, Chris. Nicely done.
Man.
Molly says, "Great job, Chris." And Vanessa says, "Basement Cat used to let me clip more nails and hold his paws back when he was confined to the basement. But we don't do hangout time much anymore since we let him roam the house." Ah, he's not as bonded with you. He's in his desperate for attention. So he's like, "No,
You're not touchy.
no, you didn't pet me. You don't get to touch me." Charles says, "Washed some more dishes, sanitized touch surfaces, and started watering the plants in this last sprint. Still waking the Christina." Well, the Christina missed all of the Halloween
Show and tell.
arachnid things. So, you know.
Yep.
Vanessa says, "So he's no longer used to just hanging out on my lap and letting me pet him." Right. Yeah. He's like, "Wait,
What am I doing?
what's your motive right now? Why am I on your lap?"
Mm-hmm.
And Olivia says, "Hi, Pearl, and hi, Vanessa." Megan says, "I got to 10%. Nicely done." Lindsay says, "The books I still need to start this month are 1, The First to Die at the End; 2, Dragon Weather." Yep, me too. And 3, The Paradise Problem. Nice. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah, if I do not get the winners done before Monday, then it's going to have to go to side and I have to pick up Dragon Weather so that I can get it done before Friday. Charles says, "Loved Good Omens." Yeah, I have not read it. And now, Neil Gaiman, I don't know. I know it's Terry Pratchett too, but I don't know. Don't know. Livia says, "I did some chores, sprint hopped, and started to plan my September reads." Nice. I'm hoping I'm going to get more books done before I have to do my TBR. Otherwise, everybody's going backwards. Megan says hi to Swank. Jean says Molly. Paula was curious who the author was of the book you recommended. And Pearl says hi there, Livia. And Lauren says I can't remember if I read The Paradise Problem or if it is a book that's in my huge TBR stack. I have not read it. I have not read anything by Christina Lauren yet. So
I read In a Hollandaise, and I have a couple of other books to read by her. In a Hollandaise.
by them.
Oh yeah, I forget.
'Cause
I
there's two.
forget that there are two by them. But In a Hollandaise was just kind of like a Christmassy Groundhog's Day.
That's a clever title for it then.
Mhm.
And Molly says, thanks, Jean. She DM'd me. It's Tegan Lund. Loind? If it's German, it'd be Oi, so I don't know. Jean says, I liked the Terry parts more than Neil parts in Good Omens. I don't know how you could tell whose was whose. Swank says, damn, Chris, you rock. And Allie says, no reading outside today. It's raining. Ugh. I want to do my outside book. I love being outside, but it's just too hot. It's just too hot.
It is.
Getting out in the morning to walk the dog, that's it. That's all I can do. It'll be interesting when it gets cold again. If I'm still going to get up at 6 a.m. If I'm running more, I probably will because the cool feels good when you're running. But for the walking, it's too cold. So I might go back to afternoon walks. So we'll see. We shall see.
We're currently at 88 with a high of 89, but it feels like 99.
I mean, that's almost a cold front. Hold on, let me see.
I know they did
It's
say
under
we're gonna
100.
have- Yeah, and the humidity is only 66%. We are supposed to have some rain this afternoon. It was weird. We had that rain I showed you guys yesterday, right? And then as I was getting ready for 100 pages sprints, we had thunder.
Ooh.
And I was like, what is that about? I don't think it ever rained. And if it did, it was very quick, but there was thunder. And I was just like, all right, Mother Nature.
Yeah, no, our high today is 101. And that's not feels like, that's the actual.
Ugh.
So yeah, we're in the hundreds. It's just too much. We're gonna die on Saturday when we're hauling furniture out because they're not even picking up the truck because they're driving from San Antonio Saturday morning. So that's 3-hour drive. And they're picking up the truck at 11 a.m. So we're gonna be hauling furniture out of this house in the very heat of the day. Yep.
Oh.
And then we somehow have to stay awake for 3 hours to drive back. So
Oh my gosh.
I mean, like to drive with them to San Antonio. I just,
Right.
it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a longer day for them, but they're younger.
Right?
They're younger. They can handle it. So
make sure you have a big cooler of iced drinks and stay hydrated and all the things.
We'll be drinking lots of water.
Mm-hmm.
Pearl says, I read In a Hollandaise. It was fun. I recommend it in my Christmas in July series. Oh, nice. Swank says, I read Google News. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Allie says, hello, Jean. And Ashley says, it's 69 degrees Fahrenheit here, but it's muggy, humid, and just feels wet outside. I mean, Houston, Florida, it always feels like that. There's no avoiding it.
I would take 69 degrees over this.
Me too.
And I'm
Even
not
muggy.
I'm not a cold type of person.
Swank says, Ola Jean. And Jean says, I only read Unhoneymooners and Autobiography by Christina Lauren. Ashley says, it's 90% humidity here. Send help. I don't know what mine is, but I'm sure it's close to that. I'm only at 76% right now. That's why I wasn't dying on my walk this morning. And Zwank says 105 high in Dallas. Yep. There you go. We only have 101. Jean says, I just don't feel Christina Lauren is a must-read author for me. I feel not a single romance author is a must-read for me. Not one. Romance just isn't my thing. And I'm starting to really, really not enjoy these historical fiction / contemporary family drama lit fic, if you ask the right people, nonsense. I just can't. I'm tired of horrible people doing horrible things and there being no plot. I'm like, come on, man. I don't want to read another.
We have enough of that in real life.
Yeah, I'm like, it's just boring. And like the last one was a black author. This one is an Iranian author, and they're still freaking boring. So I was like, well, at least, if it's a different experience from mine, maybe no, it's still just boring. Horrible people doing horrible things. Hey, at least we know there's one thing that white authors do not have, that's the only, like, they're in charge of. What's the word I'm trying to say? That they're not the only ones with the key to that lock, apparently. It doesn't matter what race. There are horrible people everywhere.
Yep.
I just don't care. I don't care about horrible people. And if I do, I want them, to get their shit handed to them, like in Crooked Kingdom, right? Like, that's what I want. It's just boring. I don't know how people read these things.
Very carefully.
And by the way, I like them sprinkled in, but I chose too many for the pop sugar, so I'm reading a bunch of them, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
You're like,
They looked good when I was reading them, but when I was reading the back covers and all that, but all at once, I'm like, I need me a epic fantasy, like, right now.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to put one on the poll for book club.
Yes. Can we make all three of them? I mean, at least we got Dungeon Crawler Carl.
That's true.
Jean said, but by the way, the winners though, I'm loving that. So, and the winners, because they're not all awful people. They're actual complicated people. And I know people reading these other books might think they're writing complicated characters, but they're not. They're not. Because complicated characters also do good things sometimes. Right? Complicated characters are hard to predict what they're going to do next. That's a complicated character. And that is not what is in these books I'm reading. Romance isn't my thing either, Ashley says. And Jean says the AC is so cold in buildings today. It's always been like that my whole life. AC's been freezing in buildings. Lauren says it's 85 degrees, feels like 92 with a 56% humidity here in Rhode Island. That's a lot for Rhode Island. Zwank says death before romance. And Jean says our Sister's Keeper wasn't boring. Well, our Sister's Keeper was not like that. It was not a whole bunch of horrible people. There was magical realism in it. There was a whole bunch of other stuff, and it was complicated. It's not like what I'm talking about. There's no magic in these. There's no horror. There's no other element.
Saving factor.
Yeah, there's no saving. There's nothing to make it interesting. They're even talking about life in Iran, except they're not. That's my problem. I had the same problem with Beauty Queen in Jerusalem. The story takes place in a very interesting time in Israel's history when it wasn't even a country yet to it becoming a country. And so a very interesting, turbulent time. But these women that we were hearing the story from, it's like they were outside of it. There's like a bomb hits right next to where she is, and she's still not at all they're so involved with themselves and their own internal drama. That's what my problem is. I'm identifying my problem. My problem is these characters are so involved with themselves and their internal drama that they don't give a dang about anything happening outside of them. Heaven forbid they sacrifice for their children, or they take care of their family, or they do what they have to. No, they're just so awful.
Self-absorbed.
So self-absorbed. And this has been multiple books in a row that I have read. And I'm just like, I can't anymore. Can't. And Sister's Keeper was not like that. Some people was not like that either. Some people was a very direct character study for two people who were complicated, who did make sacrifices, who were not overly selfish. And they were self-reflective through the whole thing. Another thing these people never are is self-reflective. They are judging everyone around them, and they never look inside. And I'm like, I can't take this. I can't take people like that. And Jean says, why did you pick these horrible books? Well, they didn't look, you read the back copy, it looks awesome, right? It doesn't look like it's going to be a horrible book.
Yeah.
And
you won't know until you start reading it.
Right. And I'm picking ones with people who aren't me because I want to experience this different thing. But what I'm finding out is I don't like these people. I don't like them. I don't like them. And I don't mean I don't like Iranians. I mean, I don't like women who are like this. Right. I like women who are like us. not like that. Can't take it. Like we were talking yesterday, right? Like I'm not that kind of girl.
Mm.
And I don't mean, I know, and now it sounds like it, but I'm not that girl. But I'm not that girl. So what else do you want me to say?
Yeah.
It's not like I don't like drama, but I need aliens or something, right? Like I want alien drama. Not my daughter doesn't respect me drama, which by the way, she does. You just want way more than respect. So you want worship. Fuck you. So sorry, that's what I'm dealing with in the current book. And Vanessa says, I'll probably be gone by the end of the sprint to prep for my stream. And thanks for being here as always. See you later. Absolutely, Vanessa. See, by the way, this was the Grumpy Muppets. Are you happy, Charles? That was Grumpy Muppets. And Zwank says, we start Carl on September 9th. That sounds right. Is that correct?
Hold on. Say that again.
September 9th. Is that when we start DCC?
No. We start on the 2nd. We start on September 2nd, and then we do the discussion on September 30th.
Yeah, 2nd, because next week, which is the last Wednesday in August, we're doing the discussion for Crooked Kingdom. So yes, the first Wednesday in September, which I will be in a car. I will have maybe just got it to Atlanta, so I will actually miss the very first reading.
For Dungeon Crawler, Carl?
Yeah, because I will be on the road.
On the road again.
Mm-hmm. And Tula joined us. Why, hello, Tula. Good to see you. Hi, Kelly and Alicia. Ali says most of the romance genre isn't my thing either, Kelly. Yeah, it's just, I like to try because I want to read all the things, but I've had enough for a little while.
All of the things.
Tula says, hi, chat. Jean says, they are saying our humidity is lower today. It is currently 59%. And Tula says, sprint hopping and tickling the like buttons. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Vanessa says, hey, Tula. Zwank says, bonjour, Tula. Zwank says, see you soon, Vanessa. Ren says, I can't remember if I gave an update or not, but I'm at 27%. And also, we still have one more sprint, right? Yep, one more. Vanessa says, yes, one more sprint, Ren. Jean says, the How to Write a Novel course says you have a 3rd level antagonist. That I have one, or you should have one. Ren says, thanks, Vanessa. Ashley says, there are so many romance tropes that I don't like that I just steer clear of it anymore. Accidental pregnancy, it's 2026, the jig is up, right? Cheating and miscommunication.
Yeah, you can't have an accidental pregnancy. I mean, you knew what you were doing, you just didn't know that was going to happen.
Well, that's what the accident comes from. You can't have an accidental pregnancy. Like, I wasn't intending on getting pregnant.
A possibility.
Even though it could still be an accident.
True.
But yeah, I get that. Though my video is going up today with the Second Chance romance, and I kind of like that one, I have to say, if it's done right. And Vanessa says we start in the middle of DragonCon. Yeah, we start at that Wednesday. So yes, the beginning of DragonCon for us, when we're already there, or on the way there for us. Pearl says DCC starts September 2nd, and I found out I can't make it. Oh my God, but I will be reading the 100 pages that week, so I will keep up. Yay.
No worries.
Dungeon Crawler Call. I mean, yes, yeah, you got it. I turned DCC into DragonCon. It took me a minute. There's too many seasons. Ren says, Kelly, have you read The Island of Missing Trees by Alif Shafak? No. Actually, the first one I'm going to read by him is The 10 Minutes and 38 Seconds in This Life. So I have that one. I'm going to read it for your kid with the 10 in the title. So that's the first one I will read by, is it him? It's him, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
And Ren says, you might like that book. I enjoyed it. And I even eyeball read a physical copy of it. And that's rare form for me. Nice. And Vanessa says, Kelly will be busy hanging out with the author of DCC. Yes, I will. So Matt Dinneman is awesome. We spent some time at Comicpalooza.
Well, maybe you can let him know that we're reading his book.
Everyone's reading his book. That's really not a... I can ask if he wants to come for the discussion.
I mean, we could.
Right. Vanessa says, thank you, Alicia. Spank says, I skip books that deal with kids and marriage. And Alicia says, you're welcome. And Ren says, also, as far for Sisters Svangard, I'm for two minds with it. I'm intrigued, but not hooked, if that makes sense. Yeah, I was hooked at the beginning, and then it lost me a little bit. So I understand that. So I'm looking forward to book 2 to see how it goes from here. Jean says multi-layered antagonist, complex. Yes. Oh yeah, they got to be layered. They all have to be layered, not just the antagonist. The protagonist has to be layered too. But there is no antagonist in these books. They're all awful. There's no plot, which I knew getting into it, right? These things don't usually have a plot. But I need like a more, I don't know. I need character studies on people that I can find some kind of empathy for. And they fled a war-torn Iran. You would think I would have empathy for these people. The way they are written and the way they are acting right now, I don't. No empathy. Let's see. Swank says Dungeon Crawler Crawl is on KU. Yep, that's how I'm reading it. And Lindsay says, I rarely do romance too, but thought I'd give Paradise Problem a try. Vanessa says, I turned DCC into DC2. Kelly, don't feel bad. Thank you. Thank you. I was like, wait, what did I do there? Ren says, I think Alif is a woman. Oh, Alif might be a woman. See, like I said, that's what I was like. I don't know. I don't know. Ashley says, I'm jealous, Kelly. My entire desk office at work is decked out for Dungeon Crawler Carl. I have all of my coworkers reading the series. They're actually caught up, and I am not. Yeah, I think it's funny. Like, you know, friendly with the author and have not read his books yet. Vanessa says, Matt Dinniman is the only author I know who made his career by giving away all his books. Yep. Ren says, yes. Alif Shafak is a Turkish-British novelist. Yes, but male or female? Or they pronouns? What pronouns? Jean says, were these books in your August TBR? No, they're in my Pop Sugar TBR, which I have to finish by October, and they were available at the library for audio. So all of my TBR books I couldn't get on audio, so I've just been listening to them on audio. Which I'm telling you, if I'd been reading it physical, I would have just DNF'd it. So awesome. All right, so last sprint.
I'm going with female for that author.
Female. Oh, did you look them up? Did you find a picture?
I googled it. Yep. They're 54.
Oh, definitely female. Yep. All right. So probably she pronouns. Good. I do tend to prefer female authors, but not always. Not always. It depends. It depends if they're writing horrible people and only horrible people. Please give me some nuance. Please. All right. And where am I? Oh, there I am. All right. Timer. Here we go. Last 30 minutes. Here I am crying again. That was freaking beautiful. I have 5 pages left. Oh, it's really good. It's really good. It's a freaking masterpiece. I want more. I want more. 2 is not enough. I want more. Anyway, how'd you do, Alicia?
I'm on the last page.
See, it's painful, right? Oh, I just want to finish the last 5 pages. It's so
didn't-
good.
I didn't cry, but like it's almost done. And I'm like, dude, I have so many questions. Like, what happened to some of the others?
But we have so many answers. What are you talking about? We have all the answers.
No, I know.
It's just beautiful. She's doing such a good job.
I don't want it to end.
I don't want it to end. I mean, I want this book to end, but I don't want their story to end. I want to know more about them. I want to see more. I want to see what's going to happen after. I want more. And she does have it set up that it could be more.
Right.
But she might have spent 15 years of her life writing this plot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Working it out and doing it. So she's going to do another one with these characters. It's going to be really hard to match this, you know?
Right.
So I'd rather her not do it again if she can't do it as well. But if she can, because the plot is important, the plot matters.
Right.
Oh my gosh, it's just so good. This is what I need to read. These are complicated effing characters. There's nothing black and white in this book.
Mm-mm.
Let's see, where were we? Sorry, I'm going to be distracted now.
I did
And Paula
also-
called. When you unmuted and you're wondering what I was doing, it was Paula. So something is wrong with YouTube in the UK. Like her stream was behind like 10 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah. So I updated mine. Mine's behind about 20 seconds. That's normal. And it was 10 minutes. So but Twitch was fine. Twitch was because she's streaming both.
Dual,
Twitch
yeah.
was fine. But YouTube was not. So either it's YouTube or it might be something with the dual, I suppose. YouTube might be going, oh, you're going to stream over there too? Screw you. And just made really bad lag.
Oh, that's horrible.
Okay. My husband's phone's down here because it was ringing.
I also talked to my husband. Apparently, he's going to take his truck back to the dealership because it's starting to shudder again.
Dude, didn't you just get the transmission fixed?
Exactly.
Oh, no. Mm-mm.
He's either like, listen, they're gonna deal with it. They're gonna figure out what's going on, or I'm gonna make it break so that they have to fix it, and it's gonna be on their dime. Because he has a three-year warranty with the transmission.
Yep.
So something's gonna happen. But he was like, dude, I shouldn't be having any issues.
Mm-hmm. No. And let's see. Ren said female, she, her. Yes, we were talking about Alif Shafak, right? Shafak? Yes.
I believe so.
And yeah, so I do look forward to a reading from her. Hers does not look like this kind of book. I just want, when I read these kind of things, I want to know more about culture and other things. When they're all just bad people, I'm like, okay, are you telling me there's only one culture? Yeah, I don't think so. Ashley says, I'm going to post pics in your Discord, Kelly. Oh, yay. So we get to see Ashley's desk. She said it's all decked out for Dungeon Crawler Carl. Let's see.
Where did she post it?
She put it in the common room. Ah, you do have it all decked out. Desperado Club. So fun it hurts. This is great.
Oh my gosh.
You gave yourself a crawler number, Ashley. That's freaking brilliant. It's brilliant. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. That is fantastic. It's fire. I'm putting fire on it. I love all this fan art. Like so many people are doing fan art about it. I want to see once the TV show comes out how much this fan art changes. Oh my gosh, that's just impressive. You see, you got to check our Discord. Somebody it's in the bathroom. Your phone, it was ringing from the bathroom. What in our Discord, one of the Ashley put in her office. She has her desk all decked out in Dungeon Crawler Carl. Let's see. And Jean says, I know that I wouldn't do a DNF video, but it would be entertaining. It probably would, but I try not to do rant videos. I do it when I get mad. I rant enough. You've seen me do it, and I don't really want to do that. I try to be more positive. I'm just tired. And
Things
some people
happen.
live for this, but I'm not a. We talked last night about I'm not a reality TV kind of person,
Right.
So there are lots of people who this is what they want, right? This is what they're looking for. They want that drama. They want those people fighting over the glasses at a wedding, and I don't care. I don't care.
I'm like, here you go. You can have them.
Like, I don't care. I'm going to go read a book. Let me know when you figure it out.
I had to start skipping those comments last night because I was just like, dude, you're not getting anywhere.
No, I don't know. I don't know why. So I try not to. Sue says,
Yeah.
thanks for the sprints. I'm falling asleep, so giving up. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sue. Sometimes you just need a nap, man. Sometimes. And there is Christina. Good morning, Christina. Christina says, Kelly, Alicia. Alicia says, good morning, Christina. Ashley says, okay, pictures posted for you, Kelly. We are a little obsessed at my office. I love it. It's so amazing. There are worse things to be obsessed about than a book. Christina says, hi, Sue, Jean, Ashley, Ren, Vanessa, Lindsay, Swank, Pearl, Tula, Lauren, Molly, Megan, Livia, Steve, and Chris. And Christina says, tomorrow's Time Pirates. Yes, yes, yes. We must wrap up the week tomorrow for Friday, getting more stuff done. I will be back to editing my new project. This one it's a freelance project. And Paula is there for Maker's Quest. Keep in mind, she's 10 minutes behind. Not her fault. YouTube's doing it. And Audio August Sprints with Anna. And Arc August Sprints with Vanessa, Dr. B. And then Vanessa with an E, our Vanessa sprints at the top of the hour. So we've got lots of sprints to go to today. I wonder if Vanessa's going to change it to 30 minutes. The 20 minutes is just a little too short for me. Christina says, for more sprinty fun, check out the BookTube Bibble. And then you can look at the tabs at the bottom and find some amazing things to go do. And Christina says, remember to hydrate, feed thyself, save progress, laundry, take men's stretch, and show some love to the like button. Also, make sure you sub and ring that bell so you hopefully get notified. Christina says, by the way, it looks like the plan we set up yesterday for this whole schedule thing is working. And the best part, it started happening while I was sleeping. Even better.
Nice.
Even better. And Ashley says, hi, Christina. And Zwank says, howdy, mama. And Livia says, hi, Christina. Chris says, missed the last sprint as my aunt called to tell us what we needed to do today. So much stuff. Yeah, it's a lot, Chris. It's a lot.
Yep.
I'm sorry, man. It's a lot of things. It's like when you're numb and then you just have to keep doing all these things. It's just
not fun.
I'm glad you've got your aunt there to take care of that stuff.
Yeah.
Ren says, made it to 37%. Thanks for sprints, Kelly and Alicia. Ashley said, I missed it. What are you reading? Crooked Kingdom by Lee Bardugo. So it's the second part of the duology that starts with Crooked Kingdom. Oh my God, it's so good. This might be my favorite duology I've ever read. Not my favorite book of all time, but my favorite duology I think I've ever read.
Yeah.
And nope. Allie says, hi, Christina. And Molly says, I'm 9% into Meet Me at Luke's, an ancient arc. Using it as a nostalgic read for Survive the Night readathon. Oh, I love it. Allie says, thank you for sprints. Kelly and Alicia, absolutely. Thank you for being here. Molly says, everyone hydrated? No, actually, I do need to go get some water. So I will.
I'm caffeinated. Does that count?
No. It's almost the opposite of hydrated.
Well, I have to caffeinate before I can hydrate, okay?
There you go. Megan says, I switched to one of my other reads, Better Than the Movies, and got to 56%. Excellent.
Nice.
Livia, yep, nice. Livia says, I decided all the pages for my September everyday journal and the theme that I'm going to use. Yay. Yeah, my theme for September too, because my theme's going to be Dragon Con. So it's going to be all dragons. And Ashley says, my coworkers did it for me as a surprise. Oh, they did it for you? Okay, that's even cooler. That is so cool. Jen says, Kelly, I'm stealing your idea. I found a blank journal that's going to be a recipe rotation journal. I love that. Ooh, that's awesome. So you can also like take a picture of the recipe and put that in the journal. right? So one day when, your children are like, I want to make that thing, they can flip through it. Cause that's what I'm doing right now. My kid's like, oh, I want that recipe. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess I should write it up.
Yep.
So yes, smart move. And Swank said, where are the DCC picks? They're in our Discord. So the curseddragonship.com/Discord. If you're not in there, I think you are in there, Swank, though. And it's in the common room. And Christina says, hi, Allie. And Ashley says, Zwank in Kelly's Discord. Yeah, in the common room section. Swank says, thanks for Sprint. See you all tomorrow morning. Absolutely, Swank. We will see you then. Lauren says, I'm hoping that I can tell you all that I finished this crazy claim. I can enjoy the weekend. Yes, that's what we're hoping for. We'll all cross our fingers, Lauren. You only have like 20 more hours of work today, and then you'll be done.
Only 20 more hours of work.
And you've seen her hours. I don't think I'm exaggerating that much. Ashley said, thanks for Sprints. Got to run to a meeting. Have fun at the meeting. Swank says, thanks, Ashley. Love the donut holes, right? And Christina says, thanks for hosting today. Have a beautiful day, Kelly, Alicia, and everyone. Absolutely. Thank you, Christina. We shall see you on the next Sprints. Charles says, thanks for hosting. See you all tomorrow. Absolutely. Livia says, thanks for the Sprints. Kelly and Alicia, you are very welcome. And Lauren says, thank you for being amazing, ladies, and always making my morning amazing and fun to be around. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. We could not do it without y'all. And excellent. I will see you all tomorrow.